After the battles of Trenton and Princeton, Washington's strategy became fairly straightforward. Whereas the British wanted to use their military superiority to kind of trap Washington into one big grand battle, the Americans realized that that would be just disastrous. Washington understood that his military, as much as Washington wanted this as well, would not be able to survive such a pitched battle, at least not at this point. So Washington's strategy became one of evasion. Maybe a better way of calling this would be a war of attrition, to prolong the war as long as possible. So rather than fighting the main body of the British Army, he would avoid the main body of the British Army, and he would pick small skirmishes that he would have a chance to win. And the longer that the Americans could keep the war going on, the more the British Empire would have to spend in terms of both men and money to keep the war going on. What Washington realized was that he didn't need to defend the cities. What he needed to do was keep the army alive. The British could have the cities because the only way the British could win is by decimating the army and crushing the American will to resist. So as long as he could keep the army alive as a symbolic force, the Patriots would never lose. He just had to play not to lose. And what ends up happening is that the British do eventually get tired of losing the men and money. And as the years go on, the Americans become more and more emboldened in their strategy.